Welcome to Iyagba's Epic Tales. The title of today's story is The Goat Seller, His Son and the Talking Goats. Once upon a time, in a little village called Ajembe, lived a man called Baba Ojo. Baba Ojo was a renowned goat seller. He had several large goat pens and had been in the business of selling goats for many years, right from his youth and before he got married and had children. His goats were well fed and healthy. They were also sold for a very fair price. Whenever anyone from the village or neighboring villages wants to celebrate an event, they were sure to go to Baba Ojo to purchase one or more goats from him. During festival celebrations in Ajembe and other villages, Baba Ojo was always contracted to supply goods. His fame soon spread throughout, and people from other bigger villages and kingdoms also patronized Baba Ojo. Baba Ojo was considered a successful businessman. He was a very transparent and just businessman, and so everyone loved and respected him. Baba Ojo had 3 children, an only son, who is the first, and 2 daughters. His son's name was Ojo. Right from his teenage years, Ojo had been an obstinate child and was nothing like his father, who is calm and coordinated. No week went by without a negative report about Ojo from his form teacher and the head teacher at the village community school. Baba Ojo could not do much about his son's negative attitude due to his calm nature. All he would always say to his son was, "Change your ways to avoid dire consequence in future." But Ojo would ignore his father as always. After remaining in class 4 for several years, he stopped going to school as against his father's advice. One evening, whilst Baba Ojo was resting after the day's work, his son Ojo approached him. "Father, I want to go into the goat business," he told his father. "Very well then, you will have to work and serve me for at least 2 years so you can learn the business, after which I will give you some goats and money to start your own business," Baba Ojo told his son. "No, father, I have watched you over the years and know much about the business already. I do not need to work under you. I am now an adult and want to start making my own money," Ojo replied. Baba Ojo tried to reason with his son on the issue, but as usual, Ojo was obstinate and started throwing tantrums. After several days of trying to reason with his son without succeeding, Baba Ojo eventually granted him his wish. He gave him a pen, 30 female goats, 10 male goats, and some money to start up his own business. Baba Ojo, being a father who wants his son to succeed, will first always refer his customers to buy from his son whenever they came to him. But Ojo priced his goats at an outrageous price. His prices were 3 times more than that of his father, and these customers end up running back to Baba Ojo. Again, Baba Ojo advised his son against his outrageous selling price, but Ojo replied that he was an adult and should be allowed to run his business as he pleases. Soon, Ojo grew frustrated. He was not making any money. His goats were malnourished as he had lavished the money given to him and had no money to buy food for his goats. The goats started falling sick and began dying one after the other. Ojo, angry that he had failed, slaughtered the remaining few and ate it with his wayward friends. Months later, rumors started spreading that Baba Ojo is now a dubious businessman and sells evil goats to his customers. This is because when a customer buys a goat, the goat would disappear at night that very same day without any trace. As rumors of Baba Ojo's supposedly evil goats began to circulate, his once thriving business started to suffer. People from the village and neighboring areas hesitated to buy goods from him, fearing the disappearance of their purchased animals. Baba Ojo's reputation, built on years of honesty and transparency, was now tarnished. Baba Ojo couldn't understand why his business was failing. He knew something was wrong, but he couldn't pinpoint the cause. He checked his son's pen to see if he would find the missing goats there, as every goat that was bought from him was always marked with the customer's name on it. But he couldn't find the goats there. Neither did his son at any time since the strange happenings had slaughtered goats. Concerned family and friends started to confront him about the vanishing goats, and Baba Ojo was at a loss for words. One evening, as he sat in his pen, pondering how to save his business and reputation, the unexpected happened. Baba Ojo, a soft voice echoed through the still night. Startled, Baba Ojo looked around but saw no one. "Who is there?" he asked, feeling a shiver run down his spine. "It is me, the talking goat," the voice replied. A beautiful white goat with sparkling blue eyes and an air of wisdom about her stepped out of the shadows. Baba Ojo blinked in disbelief. He had heard tales of the legendary talking goats during the time of his forefathers. The talking goat was said to possess the power to grant protection to goats and genuine gold vendors in ancient times. It was also said that it could communicate to other animals and humans as well. But over the years, it was believed that the talking goat existed no more, as it stopped showing itself to humans and tales of it began to go extinct. "I have observed everything that has happened, Baba Ojo," the talking goat said. "Your son, Ojo, has been the one behind your misfortunes, just as you had suspected," it explained. The talking goat went further to explain how Ojo, with the help of his friends, would steal a goat which had been sold by his father and would completely change the color of the goat by painting it with black if it was a white one, or painting it with white if it was a black or brown one, thereby erasing the mark on the goat and covering his tracks. After hearing all that the talking goat said, Baba Ojo begged that the talking goat help him expose his son, as the villagers would not believe him if he told them all that the talking goat had told him. Together, Baba Ojo and the talking goat devised a plan. They would organize a village meeting, inviting all the affected customers and villagers to hear the truth. The talking goat, with her eloquent words and undeniable wisdom, convinced everyone that it was Ojo and not Baba Ojo who had been responsible for the disappearing goats. To punish Ojo for his deeds, the king made the youths parade him and his friends round the whole village to deter others who would think of doing such in the future. They were also made to serve and work in the royal farmlands all the days of their lives to teach them to labor. Indeed, the consequences of an evil lifestyle is always a dire one, as Baba Ojo had always said whenever he advises his son. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story. Did you learn anything from this story? I would like to know. Please share in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video. Bye.